An NFL player returned to his hometown this week to hold his annual youth football camp at his alma mater. Sportsline spoke to defensive end Brandon Bair, who says he's ready to move into the next stage of life after football.
There we go. Nice job, Brett.
South Fremont graduate and former Philadelphia Eagles defensive end Brandon Bair returned to St. Anthony this week for his annual 3-day youth camp, something he says highlights his summer.
My wife's nervous about it because I get to the camp and she's like, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "I can't wait," because I'm just so anxious to get doing this with the kids and get going at this. It doesn't matter how tired I am from whatever else I'm doing. Once I get here, it's just like a whole nother level of energy.
This is the 5th season Bair has held his camp on the field where he played in high school. And this summer, he focused on teamwork.
I work with a couple of Navy SEALs, and they talk a lot about teamwork, and I've kind of stole some out of their book and worked with them. So today I came back, or this year I came back with that concept of we're all coming to an individual camp, but they can get out of this more of the team concepts than they can when they go to the team camps sometimes. And so that was my goal, is to get them together, do the same drills, but incorporate a team mentality around it. So as fast as you guys can run through those barrels, around that as a group.
He tells Sportsline he wants the kids to learn how to rely on each other.
I got all sorts of players coming. You got quarterbacks, receivers, linebackers, and then you got your D-line and your O-line. So when we do all these speed drills, these competition drills on one-on-ones, those guys kind of get left behind a little bit. And so as the team concept, lets these bigger guys and the whole team together develop as one.
As the camp comes to a close, Bair could be just beginning the next stage of his life. He was released by the Eagles in March after Chip Kelly was fired.
Once Chip Kelly left, I wasn't able to retire, and I couldn't do that because of the new contract that I had recently signed. And so I knew they were switching to a 4-3 defense instead of a 3-4, which I play in. So I knew the change was coming. We communicated, the GM and I, and came to the conclusion that we were just going to part ways, and it worked out perfect for us. And both my wife and I felt like it was time to move on.
But Bair plans to take his big personality and smile on the road to help the next generation of athletes. He speaks for a company called The Life of an Athlete.
Everything we focus on is really your lifestyle outside of the game that you're playing, what you're taking into your body, how you sleep, the things that will affect your performance that you never really think about.
He won't rule out a great opportunity, though, if a team calls on him.
I'm in a great spot in life that I don't need football to take place, and it's a great spot for my wife and my family, and we're ready to move on to what's next. You know, if there's an opportunity that comes up that's just too good to pass up, then there's a chance that we go back. But for the most part, we're ready to move on. We're excited about the next step.
Bair tells Sportsline there are things he will miss about the game.
My favorite thing about anything I've done, it has nothing to do with the X's and O's, the people that I've hit, the quarterbacks that I've sacked, those things that people think about when they think of football, the excitement of the crowd and all that. Those things were great, wonderful experiences just from college and into the NFL. But the thing that I cherish the most about my experience of playing football was the teams that I played with, the teammates and that camaraderie that I gained about working together with somebody to accomplish greater things than I could have myself.
1, 2, 3, teamwork!
And that's what he tried to pass along to his campers this week in the Upper Valley.
Bair was signed by the Kansas City Chiefs in 2011 after going undrafted out of Oregon. He tells Sportsline he could be moving back to the Upper Valley and is looking for a place he and his family can call their own.